Hey, it's Barb. And first of all, I want to thank you for all of your awesome ideas for topics for these Sunday videos. I really appreciate you getting back to me because when I ask those questions, I really treasure your responses and your answers. They mean a lot to me, and I will get to a lot of them, I promise, but not today. I think that's kind of funny. I asked for your ideas and then I didn't do any of them. But here's why. This week I was sitting on the deck in the evening with my husband, and he shared an article written by a frontline COVID physician. And the COVID physician's message in the article was that all was well with the social distancing and all of that. It was not any kind of a political whatever or statement or judgment. He was all about that. But what he hoped was that in the United States and also around the world, that it would start a movement, a real movement for a consciousness of health. Because what he saw in the emergency room for COVID was that so many of the serious implications that were happening to so many of the people were things that perhaps they could have avoided, or maybe it wouldn't have been as severe if they had done some different things regarding their health. And so that got me thinking that I don't say it very often in my videos, and I don't talk about it because, number one, I'm not a personal trainer and I'm not a health professional. But in my original training at HPI, the condition that we are in was stressed, and I would say at least a third of the message, that if you want to be confident and you want to do anything at your highest level, that because we need our physical body, that physical training and conditioning is so vital to that. So this doctor's message got me thinking that maybe I could do my little part to remind myself and all of us to think about that and to take some action. And in my initial training, there are 4 areas, beyond nutrition and hydration, but in physical exercise and conditioning: core strength, flexibility, aerobic training, and overall strength training. And of those 4 elements, that core training, core strength training, is the most important for our health, because this is where our organs are, and has to do with our posture. And as we age, if we don't stay strong in our core, then we collapse down on our organs. And I can't really speak much in depth beyond that, but that all makes a lot of sense to me. And so the other part of that is that our core strength and our posture are such a big part of our riding, of our balance, and we all want to be so connected to our horses. And also in our core is where our emotions live physically. And so the stronger we are in our core and the more connected we are to our horse via our core, the more well we are, the more balanced we are, and the more calm and focused we are. So I just was inspired by the doctor's article, and I wanted to share that message with you. And I want to tell you that I'm no angel about physical conditioning, and I can always do better. And what I do is interval aerobic training by walking. I walk about 40-45 minutes 3 or 4 times a day, and do some jogging in there to get my heart rate up. not a long time, but cycles up and down. And then I do some yoga. I am missing my yoga classes, but I have made a commitment to myself as I do this video, and that every day this week that I'm going to spend more times, 15, 20 minutes doing yoga, and make it more consistent. And I know I'll keep doing my walking, jogging. And I challenge you to just do something. Doesn't matter. And just have a little challenge that this week, even if it's just 5 minutes of something more, and to be aware of your health and what we all eat, and to stay hydrated. And I also know that as we think empowering thoughts and we become aware of our emotions in our daily lives as well as on our horse, it makes all the difference. So that's my message to you this week. Leave a comment for me. Are you going to do something just a little bit more this week? And what do you think about what I said and the doctor said about a health movement? Have a great week.